Hey, what is going on, guys? Happy motherfucking Thursday. How are you? Tap in. We got some things to talk about. Your boys just a couple weeks out from show day, baby. We're getting back on stage. So let's fucking go. All right. Let me just cue this up on Instagram. I almost forgot that I was live over there for a second. What's up? Wanted to share this concept here with you guys and download my thoughts into yours just to get some of this energy here today, man. I want to remind you guys that you are limitless. You're limitless if you believe that you are. We're 2 weeks out, bro. Let's look at the dates. It's like 16 days, I want to say. Thanks for asking, Kabir. How are you, brother? Good to see you. Alex, what's going on? Jamie Lynn, what is up? How are you guys? Happy Thursday afternoon. I just want to say thank you guys for spending some time with me during this cardio session. I appreciate you. I've actually been on this treadmill for like an hour and a half. I lost track of time. We're fucking locked in, man. We're feeling good. I'm really, really excited to get back on stage, man. It's going to be a fucking awesome time. We're feeling good. But really quick thought that I wanted to share with you guys. You're limitless if you choose to believe so. Let me know if you guys resonate with this. Sometimes we get in our head. And we think that we're not as capable as we really are. We start to doubt ourselves a little bit. And then all of a sudden it bleeds into how we're showing up. Does that land for any of you guys? Does that resonate? If so, drop a yes in the comments. This is something that's been on my mind a lot recently, is the whole idea of like, how do we get over self-doubt? How do we improve our confidence? What does that look like? Jamie, that was you last week. Is it Ashley or Jamie? I when you guys have two of the same names, it always throws me for a loop. So I do apologize. Danielle, what's going on? TikTok, what's going on, guys? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Love to see the energy despite being 2 days. Well, no, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Sorry, brother. Ashley, got it. Okay, cool. Mike, what's going on, big dog? You want to know why? And that's why I'm sharing this shit with you guys, because it's literally a choice. Don't get me wrong. I'm fucking hungry. I'm tired. All I want to do is sleep. Coming off a rest day yesterday, feeling fucking good. And you know what? Sometimes we forget that we're in the driver's seat. We forget that we're the ones creating our realities. You are limitless if you believe so. I want to remind you, you could feel my fucking energy. Last night, if you guys don't know who Rico Incarnati is, content guy, if he's somehow watching this, bro, I appreciate you. Thank you for the call last night. He came on into my current mentor's coaching program last night and gave like a 2-hour call on content. And, the biggest thing that I learned from this guy was just his energy, man. And like how passionate he was about what he was doing. And he's like, I'm going to smoke all of you guys because I know myself and I know what I'm looking to do and the intentions that I have. And I think this is something that you guys could really lean into when your intentions are pure. And when your intentions align with your actions, man, it's a very peaceful place to be because nobody could tell you otherwise. Nobody can tell you that what you're doing is wrong or that you should be doing this. I think we need to eliminate the word should from our vocabularies. Why should you feel or do anything? Should is a made-up construct. And it's really interesting to think about that if we take a step back and just like objectively look at like, why do you feel the need that you should be doing something? You don't have to do anything. Would you guys agree with that? Let me know. Drop a yes in the comments. Ashley, you're still here. Let me know. I want to have a conversation with you. It's not fun for me to just come on here and just talk some shit. I want to communicate. I want to have a conversation with you. So let me know. Does this land? Because for me, I spent so much of my life doubting myself, worrying if I was going to be good enough to do the thing. But here's the reality of the situation is if you're always mentally feeling that way, then what do? That's the energy that you put out. So if that's the energy that you put out, then yes, it's the self-fulfilling prophecy of that's what you'll get back in return. So now think about this. You feel my energy right now. You could take this, literally take it and go and do something with it. How crazy is that? And that is the concept that I want you guys to feel with this message. You are limitless if you believe so. If you get up early every single day, keep the promises that you make make your bed, go to the gym, read, eat good foods, right? You're not watching TV. You're not doom scrolling. You're not paying attention to the news. You're not eating crap foods, sugar, both. Like if you could stay in that lane consistently, let's just say 30, 60, 90 days, you're going to level up. The problem is a lot of us don't stick with things for long enough to actually reap the rewards. I speak to a lot of you guys. I've been in the coaching space now for almost 5 years. I've worked with hundreds of clients. The number one thing that holds most people back is consistency. So let's ask the question. Let's entertain that here for a second. Why can't you get consistent? Well, you just don't understand. You just don't understand. What don't I understand? Either way, it's difficult. It's hard to be in shape. It's hard to be out of shape. Have big dreams, but self-doubt kicks in, feeling like I'm not good enough. Why, Ashley? Who told you that? Where did that come from? Because here's the thing. What you feed grows and what you starve dies. Fitness saved my life, which is why I get up every morning and why I train. Do you really think that I want to work out sometimes? Of course not. Do you think I want to essentially starve myself and have 80 grams of carbs a day and do hours of cardio because it's fun? No, but I like testing myself because I don't know what I'm capable of until I get there. And this is a really good quote that I want you guys to write down. You never know how far you could go until you're willing to go too far. I'll say that one more time. I want you guys to write this down. Write this down. You never know how far you could go until you're willing to go too far. A lot of us like to put these limitations on ourselves, and we like to think that we're these types of people, but I want to challenge you on that. Who said that? Who said you're not capable of more? You did. So you put your own limitations on yourself, and then you believe that, and that becomes your story. That's what the self-fulfilling prophecy is. It's you feeding the narrative into your subconscious brain about the person you believe yourself to be. That's the thing. You're not what you think you are. But if you feed that, you are. Does that make sense? What if I put in all the effort into my relationship, my partner doesn't match it? Leave the partner. That's a very simple answer. Like, here's the thing. Like, you're probably a smart person, Pirate for Life. What a username. And don't tell me what to do. I mean, in a nice way possible. Like, that energy right there, I could tell that there's something that you're dealing with. Right off the bat. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. If your partner's not supportive, why would you be with a person that is not supportive of where you're trying to go? It's like tying cinder blocks to your ankles and trying to swim in the deep end. You would drown. Why would you do that to yourself? You would take the cinder blocks off and you would go swim. Really simple. And I could say that because in 2019, I was in a pretty toxic relationship. And looking back, I don't know why I stayed in it for so long. And I have nothing but love for the girl. You know, I wish her well. But it's like, if something isn't serving you, then why the fuck would you continue to do it? It doesn't make any logical sense. It's like, I think the better question to ask yourself is, why don't you trust yourself enough to go and step into the unknown? Does that make sense? David, what's going on, brother? How are you? Ashley, you needed this thing. And you know what's funny? I thought about not doing it. I thought about saying, you know what? I don't need the live stream today. You know what? It's not a big deal. And that, how fucking incredible is that as human beings that we negotiate? A lot of the times the things that we don't want to do, we just like, it's not a big deal. I'll do it tomorrow. Fine. But that's why we don't have the fucking thing. You wouldn't negotiate with your boss of when you got to show up. This is so fascinating to me, right? Ready for this one? If you took the same energy, intensity, and commitment that you had towards your career and you put that into your fitness goals, you'd be fucking lights out. Be lights out. But nobody wants to do that. Why? If you could approach your fitness goals the same way you approach your career, you're going to be in great fucking shape. Promise you. So go ahead and do that. Don't overthink it. Thank you for the follow, Power for Life. I appreciate you. This is the fucking truth, man. I'm really tired of seeing you guys play small. Like, we think that there's such an entitlement problem nowadays. There is. We sit up on this pedestal and we think that we're supposed to just be handed everything. Like, life is a fucking privilege. I hate to break it to you. It's a gift. Like, I am literally in the mindset now that every single day I almost question, why am I waking up again? Why do I get this opportunity? Like, fucking think about that for a second. Why do you think you're entitled to wake up? Like, come on, man. This shit is a gift. It is a privilege. You need to fucking treat it that way. And if you could take like that type of energy into your actions, you're fucking unstoppable. Unstoppable. But you have to choose it, and you have to choose it over and over again. That starts first thing in the morning. And if you take nothing else from this conversation, you have to realize that integrity, just keeping your word, literally will solve 90% of your problems. The problem with most of you guys, you say you're going to do shit and you don't fucking do it. You don't do it. So then what happens? You don't trust yourself. You feel like shit. And because you feel like shit, you get nowhere. And then you sit there and you wonder why you're not getting the things that you want. It's really fucking simple. Keep the promises that you make, get up early, and do the shit you say you're going to fucking do. That's it. Simple, done. You had surgery. Okay, obviously, if you had surgery, you probably got to recover a little bit. My mom just had surgery as well. She going to sit there and go and work out? Probably not. Probably not. That's okay. Just be honest. Be objective with yourself. And that's what I want to give you guys today. I want to remind you, you're limitless, but you have to believe it. How do you believe that? You got to keep the promises that you make. When you say you're going to get up at a certain time and you hit snooze, you're breaking trust within yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, then nobody else can trust you. And that's the reality. So if you're sitting in the backseat and you're wondering why you're not seeing the results that you want, regardless of what aspect of life that is, that's the question you have to ask yourself. Where are you not practicing integrity, and how can you be a little bit better there? So that's what I got for you guys here today. Thank you for spending some time with me during this cardio session. I appreciate you. Hope you have the best day of your life. And if you want, I have a podcast. I'm hosting a coaching call tonight. Just shoot me a DM. I'm happy to help. Like, there's no pressure here to do anything. If you want help, awesome. If you don't, that's okay too. Appreciate you guys.